Tonight, Trump sounded like he was running in 2016. His campaign is even using the same slogan, "Make America Great Again." Tonight we heard Trump criticize President Biden and the first 2 years of Biden's presidency. There's a long road to the Republican nomination, Cynthia. Other candidates like Florida Governor Ron DeSantis, they are believed to be considering running as well, as we've heard so often. Republican consultants even say that Texas Governor Greg Abbott is likely to at least have internal discussions about whether to launch his own presidential campaign after Abbott won that third term last Tuesday.
No doubt that Abbott and his team will seriously look at this. Whether he's already made a decision, I don't know. I would tend to think not. The governor is very cautious, very thoughtful, very analytical. Some say risk averse, and so obviously running for president at a time when Donald Trump is running is a fundamentally risky concept. And I think the best chance anyone has to defeating Trump is to sort of unify and maybe run on sort of a Trump type of agenda, Trumpism without Trump. And if we have 5 or 6 or 7 people trying to do that, it's going to weaken the opportunity to be successful. So obviously the governor of Florida, I think, has significant advantages. He won by the largest margin, I think, of any contested governor's race in the country. He flipped Miami-Dade, which is significant in South Florida. He's built a successful governing record, but Governor Abbott's record is actually pretty similar to Governor DeSantis.
Here's the problem, though, for any other Republican considering running for the White House, DeSantis, Abbott, or anybody else. Trump still commands the Republican base. But independent voters rejected Trump in 2020. Last week, independent voters again rejected many of the candidates that Trump endorsed, ones like Dr. Oz in Pennsylvania and Kari Lake in Arizona. Trump has his own legal problems that have been well publicized, and he is a known entity now after one term in the White House. One thing to note here, though, as this campaign unfolds, Trump does not have the megaphone he once had on social media, and that could be a plus for Trump and his campaign, simply because there might be less potential for fumbles for Trump to make. Lots to come, though. Among them, we're waiting to see which other Republicans might challenge Donald Trump and exactly when.